what lives were like for women back in the late 19th century, late 19th century, up into the early 1900s. Women's lives were so different than they are today in that most women stayed home. That is how they lived. They lived very close to Scripture. Women stayed home and took care of their children. Their basic social life was afternoon tea, sometimes a recital, and church functions, quilting and things that women did in the churches, and that was their basic social life.
And your backs were very, very straight. You never sat back on your seat. You never relaxed.
This is her little calling card box. This one was patented in September 1869 and May of 1870. And this would have hung outside of your house. And someone having an invitation for you, which would have been calling card size, would have put it in there.
Lifestyles were very different, so ladies would simply sit and look at photographs through the kaleidoscope. You could pass this around. They'd also sit and tat, which I brought a tatting shuttle. I have some books, I'll pass those around from around 1900 on tatting. This is a lost art. In fact, we'd like to do a tea sometime, and I'd like to teach it. I'd like to have I can teach this by using bigger thread. I can't teach it with a small thread because once you get a knot, you're constantly picking at this. I'll pass my hanky around in my tatting shuttle. These were just some of the things that you did at your tea. You never talked about politics, you never talked about religion, you never talked about your illnesses, and you never gossiped. So all you do is talk about the weather and current affairs that were nice things. So, this is the Emily Post Blue Book of Etiquette. This is updated. Was it her daughter that updated this, Dinah?
Yes, Elizabeth.
Okay, and I'll pass this around. We've done a lot of these teas. We did a lot of the teas at the schools, and it's surprising. Even the boys are interested in what knife, fork, and spoon to use because of going on job interviews. We've lost a lot of this because of our lifestyle. We've lost this part of our life, and this is why Nana and I enjoy doing these. We like to go into the schools especially and work with the younger kids, and we just really enjoy teaching that part. And they're very, very receptive.
These blue books, Emily Post first came out with this about 1929, I think. I think mine's 1937. I don't know what printing hers is, but it was printed repeatedly. It was like 14 or 15 printings of this book.
This is a John Wanamaker catalog. It'll show you some fashions from that. I think is 1902. This is a book on tatting. I have a couple old magazines we can pass around. And
that's a Wanamaker catalog.
We set the tea up. It's already set up. You set a tea up in this manner. All the teacups are lined up. We ask everybody to bring their teacups because that way everyone can get to see how beautiful they are.
In order to make a proper cup of tea or a pot of tea, it's very important to have the utensils and all the ingredients that you don't have to go back to get something. We needed a pot of hot water, and the teapot, you pour a small amount of water into your teapot, about a half to 3/4 of an inch of boiling water into your teapot. Then swirl your pot around so that the interior of the pot gets hot. It warms the pot to receive the tea. And then you pour that water into a waste bowl. You do not use that water that warms the pot to make your tea. The correct procedure for your tea is 1 spoon of tea for each cup that you're brewing, and always 1 for the pot. If you're making 6 cups, if your cup holds 6 cups, Then you will take 7 spoons, 6 for the 6 cups, 1 spoon for the top. You then fill your pot nearly full to the spout with boiling water. The water should be to a rolling boil. Never let it boil long. As soon as the water comes to a rolling boil, you want to take it off and make your tea. If you boil the water too long, it's flat. The water gets flat, and then the tea doesn't have good flavor. Put the lid on and let it steep for about 5 minutes. This releases the flavor, and the oil from the tea leaves is called the agony of the leaves, and it releases the oil and the flavor from the tea leaves. That takes about 5 minutes. You then ask your guests how they would like their tea. There are several ways you can ask for tea. You can ask for it clear. You do not ask for tea black. You ask for clear. You can have it clear with sugar, with cream and sugar, or with just cream. When we make tea, serve tea, we always use milk. The tannic acid in tea will cause cream to curdle. So although we use milk, we do ask for cream. To make the proper cup of tea, you put the cream in first, and so you cover the bottom of the cup about a 1/4 inch with cream or milk. You then add the sugar, however many lumps of sugar they would like, 1 or 2 or 5 or 6 children. Then put the tea strainer across the top of the cup, always a tea strainer, and you pour the tea. Half. A cup is only ever filled half. A lady may go back and have a second cup of tea or even a third cup of tea, but you only ever fill the cups of tea half full. The serviette, and this is a serviette. Napkins are things you use at picnics. Teas and dinners are always serviettes and the tea. When you set your table up, your teacups all are in a line with the handles all running one direction, like